Crew has a very interesting policy surrounding drugs, which is we don't condemn use and we don't condone it, which makes things very interesting because people are using drugs and we teach a harm reduction methodology.
We won the Impact Award in 2008 and since then the organisation has grown pretty dramatically. You know, we're able to develop recovery services and our outreach has went up significantly as well. Counselling and our online services are helping us to reach so many more people. So people who are perhaps in employment, who might well be in education or who, you know, for whatever reason wouldn't normally come forward to a drug service are much more likely to be able to access it online and thereby get help earlier.
In Edinburgh, part of the strategy that we have around substance misuse is around preventative services. They don't wait until people become addicted. Crew are very good at putting the services in place that help people before they get to that stage.
I work at 4 different youth clubs, so I'm getting to see these people who they're at a stage where there's so much peer pressure. People talk about cannabis as a gateway drug, but often now the young people I speak to are going straight from drinking alcohol and then lowered inhibitions and therefore going to take legal highs.
Street information is very useful to us as an organisation for us to try and sort of assess essentially what's happening out on the ground. It'd be difficult to get that type of information if Crew didn't exist and didn't engage with us.
We're definitely not a one-horse show. We work with the major health providers. We train staff throughout Scotland from health, social work, education, police.
Crew's record speaks for themselves, and that means that when they speak out on a particular issue, the Scottish Parliament has to listen.
Crew Enterprise came about as a result of us needing to generate more of our own income, partly to increase our ability to be free, you know, and to be able to tackle some of the issues that we've seen that the public services might not want to fund for. The shop has been an integral part of what Crew has done from the early days. It's one of the only drugs kind of drop-in shops which is on a main street in Scotland. People can walk in, they can come in and get information on different substances, they can get condoms, sexual health advice. And what a lot of people who come to our shop say is that what they love about it is the fact that it's not a clinical setting.
Come in to access DJ workshops, and then they might come in and get sexual health advice, they might come in for drug information or advice, they might inquire about drug counselling services as well, recovery, group work, so there's lots of different services that they can access coming in through the DJ workshops. Well, for me it's really the key of the early intervention side of our work, so it engages young people before they become problematic users.
Crew's ability to offer appropriate and proportionate responses is what saves a lot of people from ending up as you know, addicted or dependent on drugs. By the time they're addicted and dependent, the cost to that individual, to their families, to society is horrendous.